Across regions, bold steps are being taken to accelerate the Sustainable Development Goals. From climate-smart cities to digital innovation, from youth entrepreneurship to data-driven policymaking, regional action is leading to change. Through regional coordination, knowledge and data platforms, and integrated policy solutions, the 5 regional commissions in coordination with the New York office are supporting the means of implementation needed to turn global ambitions into local action.
At the Ministry of Labour, we service a broad range of stakeholders and have to implement various policies and strategies, including the National Development Strategy number 3, part of the Qatar National Vision 2030. And in implementing that, we faced a critical question and challenge on how can we move from fragmented data to real-time, actionable insights that can drive our decision-making processes. And that's where our partnership with the ESCWA comes in. The ESCWA were approached with a clear challenge that they were able to resolve. With cutting-edge technologies, utilizing artificial intelligence, data analysis, emerging technologies, the ESCWA provided us with digital solutions that can help build the next generation of labor market information systems. We're very happy and proud with what we've achieved so far with this partnership and are really excited to see where we can take it next. Because the collaboration, it goes beyond dashboards. It enables us to contextualize labor data dynamically and stimulate different outcomes that can serve our policies and strategies. We're very proud and excited of what we have achieved so far and look forward to achieving much more in the future with the UN ESCWA.
As the ASEAN Coordinator for Sustainable Development Cooperation, Thailand values close collaboration with the UN ESCAP to advance the SDGs in close alignment with ASEAN priorities, synergizing regional and global efforts on the sustainability agenda. Following the adoption of the ASEAN Community Vision 2045 in May this year, we will renew our commitment to enhancing complementarities between the new visions and the 2030 agendas on sustainable development. Looking ahead, we remain committed to fostering this valuable collaboration, and we work together towards a sustainable, inclusive, and resilient ASEAN and beyond.
At the 2025 UNESA Regional Forum, we had an in-depth discussion on the path to achieve our Sustainable Development Goals. Progress has been heartbreakingly slow, but we can do better by harnessing key enablers such as new technologies, artificial intelligence, the digital transformation, new energy sources, and empowering the whole of our society by empowering women, by engaging with small and medium enterprises. 2 factors stand out. We need to mitigate the risks associated with new technologies, and we need to engage with the private sector, because the private sector has the resources, the technology, the innovation to bring about change on a wide scale. At the Regional Forum, we discussed many examples of how this can be done in areas such as improving government services, education, connectivity, agriculture. UNESA has a strong mandate to develop policies and standards together with governments, businesses, experts, and civil society in all these fields, particularly in fields such as autonomous vehicles, cross-border connectivity, and the smart energy transition. We need to act together, and that's why the UN and UNESA is so important, because they bring us together, and together we can achieve our goals. We really can get the job done.
The 2030 Agenda of the United Nations and Agenda 2063 of the African Union constitute mutually supportive frameworks for the attainment of inclusive prosperity and sustainable development in Africa. The Economic Commission for Africa is a strong partner of the African Union Commission and is an integral and indispensable part of the African regional institutional architecture. I commend the Economic Commission for Africa for its continued role of linking and aligning global, regional, and national development frameworks and priorities. As knowledge partner providing cutting-edge analysis and foresight, and designing and promoting implementation of concrete interventions and programs, such as the domestication of the 2 agendas, African Continental Free Trade Area, innovative financing mechanism, and championing Africa's voice at global level, among other interventions. These roles remain relevant and need to be sustained for the implementation of the two agendas and the realization of the Africa we want.
The support of HLPF has been fundamental for the implementation, follow-up and monitoring of the 2030 Agenda in St. Kitts and Nevis. Preparing our first voluntary national review in 2023 presented challenges given the systemic setbacks with the collection of SDG-related data. Notwithstanding, HLPF supported us strongly in making our first VNR a reality. We also counted on HLPF's support in conducting VNR sensitization sessions with the Cabinet. We also hugely benefited from HLPF's community of practice as a regular space for exchange among peers to share good practices and lessons learned throughout the VNR process. HLPF is enhancing the territorialization of the SDGs in our small island developing state, offering us valuable guidance and capacity building tools to support us undertaking our first voluntary local review to measure SDG progress at the local level. HLPF's support will continue to be necessary for member states like ours as we continue to accelerate progress toward SDG implementation by 2030.
The road to 2030 and beyond demands more than promises. It demands regional solidarity, innovation, and inclusive multilateralism. Regional forums for sustainable development remain vital platforms for policy dialogue, bringing countries together around shared priorities. Together, we make transformation real.